abstract sizes are still washed by the sea. Many victims were buried in mass graves. Italian sea ship comes with aid materials. Derna, Libya. September 16. Derna residents in eastern Libya continued on Saturday for sixth day for a loss. And they were counting the losses of flood of the coastal city. Merks Street, once focus economic activity covered with shops in Derna, was largely abandoned. Quietly, only a few people sitting on road, while sipping coffee and investigating damage. Sound of barbecue. Buildings were broken with sound wind. The first thing I am afraid of is that this will take a long time. The 44-year-old teacher, who was killed by his wife, 5 young grandchildren, he and his son climbed the roof, survived. This needs permanence. And I am afraid support is temporary. Dedi. He added that the protection standing in front of his ruined house is determined not to leave region. Hazadi said that a 3-story building standing in front of the floodwaters were swept 60 meters on the road, on coast of Derna, where a crushed car could be seen on concrete. Storm crushers spread to muddy pools. Excavators tried to clean their way for rescue teams, and a helicopter scanned bodies. All regions. Derna, which has an estimated population of at least 120,000. On Sunday night, the 2 dams, the city, usually a dry riverbed, were swept in brown mud or buried brown mud. The International Mission of Migration in Libya said that more than 5,000 people were recorded in the hospital, with 3,922 deaths. Authorities say the real death fee may be much higher. The situation is very, very tragic. Kais, a rescue employee who only gave his first name from Tunisia, said, "We have never seen this damage caused by water." Kamal Al-Siwi, responsible for missing people, said that in last 3 days, more than bodies from the sea coast have healed, including 10 of rubble, including of them 110 search and rescue personnel work after the floods in Libya. The 16th of September 2023. Derna, Amr Al-Fiki. License rights. I think this operation needs months and years. Bulk Graves. World Health Organization said on Saturday that he flew insufficient urgent aid to reach about 250,000 people affected by Storm Daniel in East Libya, including basic drugs, surgical materials and body bags for those who. Saudi Arabia announced that first aid flight was separated to Libya and Russia, and the third of aid flights carried a mobile hospital. Italy's embassy in Libya, an Italian naval ship placed in Derna, tents, blankets, water pumps and tractors, publishes photos of smaller ships that bring it to the land. According to United Nations, more than 1,000 people were buried in mass graves, and warned families those who from aid groups of risk, causing mental distress to their families. Libyan National Disease Control Center President Haider al-Aya, as long as the disease is very little risk of corpses. But these cases of diarrhea, dirty water due to people who drink from 55